guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you guys how to make a super delicious red wine braised oxtail. To get started, here are the ingredients I will be using. Here I have my oxtails that I went ahead and seasoned. I have some onions and bell peppers. I'll be using this red wine here. You can use any red wine of your choice. Just make sure it's a wine you would actually drink. I have some browning sauce. I have some beef broth. I'll be using some carrots. I have garlic, tomato sauce, green onions, thyme, brown sugar, sazon seasoning, complete seasoning, chicken bouillon, and black pepper. So here's how I seasoned my oxtails. First, I trim all the fat off and I washed in vinegar. Here I'll be using some brown stew seasoning for color, and I have my homemade green seasoning here. I will not be using any garlic powder, onion powder, or ginger powder because I have all that stuff freshly blended in my green seasoning. I'll leave the link down below so you guys can see all the goodies I have in here. And I'll be using some smoked paprika, chicken bouillon, complete seasoning, some oxtail seasoning, meat seasoning, allspice, and black pepper. So basically what I did was added the sauce and all of the seasonings to the oxtails, and I massaged well, and I set aside to marinate for about 4 hours. If you can let this go overnight, that would be best. So here in my preheated pot, I did went in with a tad bit of oil. You don't need a lot of oil here because oxtails on its own is very oily and it will produce its own oil. So we'll go ahead now and add the oxtails and brown them up. You want to brown them on all sides. If you have a large amount of oxtails, you might want to do this in batches, but I will do mine, in the same pot right now because it's really not a lot and they all can fit in here. So I'll go ahead and brown them up and then I'll show you guys the next step. So after about few minutes, you want to go in there and keep rotating your oxtails. You want to flip them around just to make sure they're being browned on all sides. And once all of your oxtails are brown, you want to go ahead and just remove them from the pot for a slight second. So here in the same pot, I will now add my onions, my peppers, garlic, and my carrots. I will let these all go for about 2 minutes. You don't want to cook them too long because we will be placing this inside of the oven and it will have a lot of time to cook. Next, we'll add our seasonings here just to flavor this up a bit. And then we'll add our red wine, our tomato sauce, and our beef broth. I will be leaving everything that I added here in my description box, so you guys don't worry, you will have all that you need for this dish. And we will add them all in, and then we will add back our oxtails here. Now, I was going to use some browning sauce for color, but I realized that that wine, the tomato sauce, and the beef broth, they all had color in them, and it's the perfect color that I like. so I don't need to add any browning sauce here. But if you like yours a bit darker, you can go ahead and add your browning sauce and just do what you prefer. See guys, the color of this sauce is the perfect color for me. And as this, evaporates and it cooks down, the sauce will get even a little darker. I don't like my oxtail sauce too dark. I like it this way. So this is perfect for me. And now I'll add my green onions and my thyme. And we will sit this in a 300-degree oven for about 3 to 4 hours. We will let this slow cook until our oxtails are tender and our liquid has reduced nicely. And guys, this is going to be so good. You guys will not regret trying this recipe, I'm telling you. I've tried many different oxtails recipes and this one is good. It is super delicious. So after about 3.5 hours, this is how our oxtails are looking. It's supposed to be tender by now. And we will just add the finishing touches to this, guys. We will now, if you look closely, you can see my oxtails are super tender. I'm just pressing it with the spoon and the pieces are breaking off. So this is tender now. But I like my gravy a little bit thick. So what I'll do is add some cornstarch here. And guys, this is the time that if you see a lot of oil settling at the top of your oxtails when you take it out, you want to go ahead and just scoop off some of that oil. My oxtails were pretty lean because I cut most of the fat off, so I don't need to do that. But if you see yours with a lot of fat, you can go in and just scrape off some of that oil, and then we'll add our cornstarch in here. I added 1 tablespoon of cornstarch to 1 tablespoon of water, and we'll add it in and put this back into the oven for another 20 minutes. And this is it, guys. The oxtails are finally done. The gravy has thickened up nicely with that cornstarch, and this looks and smells absolutely amazing. The last thing I will add here is some freshly chopped parsley, just to add a pop of color to the dish, and then we'll get ready to serve. Okay guys, so I will be serving my oxtails up with a delicious coleslaw, some rice and peas, and some fried ripe plantains. This is absolutely mouth-watering, guys, but I just wanted to take time out to show you guys how super soft and tender this oxtail is. Look at that, guys. Absolutely divine. And I do hope you guys give the recipe a try. And if you enjoy my video, please guys give it a thumbs up, share it, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I will be leaving all the ingredients and measurements down in my description box, and I will see you guys in my next video. Enjoy!